Oh, good morning, my Facebook friends. I know it's been a while since I've checked in with you all with the holidays and everything. Woke up a little bit earlier than usual this morning and I got the inspiration. Hey, it's Sunday, moon is in Virgo. You're a Virgo. Go say hi. Hi. I hope you are all well. Happy end of the holidays. Happy New Year. Happy 2021. What a year we've been through. Uh, for those of you who are new to the group, we started this private Facebook group back 2 years ago, 2018, at Yule, winter solstice. So we hit our 2 year anniversary. It's been an interesting, fun, and very fulfilling ride. So I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to or joined, whatever they call it here. I don't know if it's a subscription or a membership, whatever the hell it is. Thank you. Really, really thank you. Your love, your support over the past couple of years has been great in a time when I really, really needed it. A lot of you may not know that my previous gig, before being the professional witch of social media, apparently, involved a ministry that I was sitting on the board of for years and years and years and years, the board secretary of the Silver Broom Ministries in Sayville, and that collapsed. That collapsed out from under me. I did everything I could to keep it going. It just wasn't meant to go past where it went. So really, it was at the demise of my career in that sense that from those ashes rose Words of Grace. Originally, this book was called Words of Grace by Mark A. Lyons. And you can see, obviously, we've changed, we've grown, we've evolved since, particularly with the rise of the YouTubeism in my life, which was a necessary, great, big, huge, necessary career shift for me to just survive and do what I love. Yeah, sure, I guess I could have got a job in retail management, but then COVID, right? It's like, no, I was in the right place at the right time. And I really wouldn't have been able to pull it off without this group. I had to walk away from a lot of people when the broom closed. It was just chaos. Talk about a tower moment in terms of tarot. And what has risen from that ashes has been so much better than anything I'd had before or ever could have expected. Still in progress, still in process. But very, very happy to be serving as I do, here and now as it is, and watching to see what's coming next. So being the Virgo that I am, and the moon is in Virgo, I wanted to reach out to you all and just let you know that we are in such a transitional time, right? We're all doing the best that we can, and as hard as the external stuff is and the internal stuff, I mean, a lot of us have been grieving our old lives and not even realizing it. How much pain we've been in, right? Pushing it down, just trying to, wear masks and sanitize and, just trying to get our bills paid. There's been a lot of emotional turbulence, obviously, the past year. So I just want you to know that everything that you do to help yourself heal, it's a service. Today is Sunday, a Sabbath day if it's your Sabbath day. I mean, every day is a fucking Sabbath day, right? When you live alone as a mystical witch, yeah, it just comes with. But that's why I really encourage you today to, go inside yourself and serve what needs to be served. Good morning, sweetheart. We all have these things inside of us that we want, right? And there's a lot of things we don't want in our lives, and that's how it's ever been on planet Earth. It's a dualistic paradigm. That's changing, but not that quickly. I have learned so much this year by going inside of myself, embracing and dealing with the grief, not just of what went on in 2021 or the Silver Broom or Farm Boy or any of that crazy shit, but of the life that I thought I was going to have, right? The life that I thought, all of us have that, like the things we all thought we were going to have. It was just a big tower moment for planet Earth in general, right? So go inside when you can. I mean, if you live alone, you have a great opportunity. Yet some people think, oh, living in a pandemic by yourself must be horrible. It's like, no, I am as authentic as fuck. I've been living in a furnace. Well, not literally, not even temperature-wise, but a metaphysical. Good morning, Morgan. Oh, that's fun to say. Good morning, Morgan. And a lot of my friends and students and clients are all going through the same thing in so many different ways, so many drastic transformations. To go in and understand that what many of us are feeling and repressing is grief, but because it may not be, well, my guides have already kicked in. They're saying, but because everybody's feeling that way, it's like we're not giving ourselves the permission to go, no, it's okay to grieve this. It's okay to grieve that I thought I was going to do this. I thought my life was going to be this. Because until we do that, our eyes are clogged with ashes, right? We need to cry those ashes out, to love that child of our heart who has hopes and dreams and believes that everything is possible. I mean, if you're part of this group, chances are you're either a friend of mine from the way back when, right? Or you're on some kind of spiritual path, right? Your divine calling in some way, shape, or form has brought you into this wonderful group of people, very supportive group of people. But then to really acknowledge every time that you let that child in your heart cry and you mother it, you father it, you back it up, you give it the love that only you can give it, you are healing that for everybody, right? We're all melting our own iceberg tips, right? Like tips of our iceberg, and lightening the load for everyone else, particularly those people who have no spiritual affiliation or direction or calling. They do. It's just not their time for that to activate yet, right? It's like I found tarot at 12. I don't think I would have gotten it at 5. Pretty, but that would have been about it, right? So the best service I find that we can do for the world right now is for ourselves, not to be narcissistic. Believe me, interior work, it starts off narcissistic. It doesn't stay that way. That your own healing is just so part of the quantum web of it all. And everybody talks about raising your vibration and manifesting and getting in the vortex and all that's fine. But there's a higher way of looking at that. That to process grief is love that does not know where to go, because the object of love's attention is gone through what I call the 3Ds: divorce, death, or distance, right? And sometimes all three feel that way. And grief repressed turns into anxiety. So I'm just going to say something to look into. If you find yourself dealing with free-floating anxiety or anything like that, look into grief processing. It makes sense, right? You push that grief down because you don't know if this is the thing that, and so there's always this hypervigilance, this fear, right? That something else is going to be taken away. It's all about loss, the wound of loss, and everybody has the wound of loss. Who hasn't lost, right? So, to let yourself grieve that. It's not easy. Make sure you have the support you need. I mean, I'm a fucking spiritual juggernaut, people. I started my path, my awakening very early in this life. Sometimes I feel like single digits. When I was in the single digits, I started awakening to this stuff. So be gentle with yourself, right? This isn't the wire, brush, bleach, and sandpaper path anymore. This is the heart-centered path. Matt Kahn calls it the love revolution. I'm a fucking love revolutionary. I've allowed myself this past year to love the part of me that hates, which sounds crazy, but you don't act on it, right? Oh, with everything that went on the planet in 2020, realizing that so much of what I was feeling, I was picking up from, the people who live around me, who knows where else as an empath. And so many of you are empaths. And I hope, if anything, my work this year here and on YouTube and wherever the fuck you find me, has given you some context and some support to say that what you're feeling isn't all you. If you're an empath, and everybody needs to develop social empathy. I wonder what that person is going through. How are they experiencing that? That's the whole Black Lives Matter thing for me. I'm a white guy, right? And, you can ask anybody who knows me. I've never been racist. The only thing I have a prejudice against is ignorance, and I'm working on that. Everybody's learning as they need to learn. But even this past year, particularly it hit me empathically, and I cried my eyes out. Eyes out for so many people in the Black Lives Matter thing. And of course, with all the deaths from COVID, not the people who've crossed, they're like, whoo, that was a fucking wild ride. Who knew I was going to go out that way, right? Well, come back. That's what planet Earth is for. It's a reincarnational school playground. It's the gym. Who's Jim? But it's the ones who were left behind, right? That grieving. So, here we are in a new year. And yes, of course, set your intentions. But my dominant intention is to manifest my heart's desires, known and unknown. And a lot of those heart's desires took hard hits last year. But a good part of living alone, right? Being a mystic and meditating and prayer and doing readings, which is like going to the gym every day intuitively. I've really taken the time to give myself the love that I need. Now, I wanted to read you something really quickly from my little red book. Well, it's not so little, but it is red. Something that I transcribed from a MacCon video, because, I just dig him. He's really on the money so often. So it's not really a prayer. It's not really an affirmation. It's just something to think about. And I'll say it slow, so, if you want to play this back, listen to it first. This was my best year of my life so far. Well, blessed be. I mean, I don't know yet. I don't know what the best year of my life is. We'll see. It's probably 1988. I'm having a feeling. Probably while I was living in Boston. I used to read tarot in the clubs in Boston. I accept that one of my most important spiritual practices is taking the time to feel. I don't need to work hard to figure out the message and the feeling. I just have to know that the opportunity to feel clears out cellular memories of unconsciousness to make room for the light of my soul to emerge. I accept my role as the feeler of my experience. I allow my higher self to be the one that knows everything for me. And whatever little kernels of truth I need to know in any given moment will drop from the cloud of my higher self and into my felt experience. I surrender all need to control my reality, and I simply allow myself to see what I see, to feel what I feel, knowing and trusting and allowing my highest wisdom has always been and will always be guiding me flawlessly and miraculously. I can't get this wrong, but my life can always become more miraculous when I realize that I'm safe enough to feel. And if I don't feel safe, it's just an indication that there are feelings needed to be processed that I have yet to face. So may I turn inward and face myself directly and ask my innocence, please, share with me all that needs to be known and felt so that I can step to the forefront of my healing journey and allow all parts of myself to be known, seen, valued, and loved. And knowing it is so, I allow all evolutionary patterns and ancestry of fight, flight, freeze, attack, protect, defend, and all perceptions and beliefs in predators, both human and in animal form, and all atrocities and pains and anticipations of pain, loss, and death, and all fears to be cleared out of my energy field, returned to the source of its origin, transmuted completely, healed to completion for the well-being, liberation, salvation, healing, and ascension of all. And from this moment forward, may I step forward as the highest truth, as the radiant light of evolutionary perfection. May I accept how safe I am to feel what arises, only needing to make decisions with all the information I have in any given moment, accepting that my higher self is already guiding me along with my spirit guides and angels. And when I need to know more than I know, I will always be the first one to know it without struggle. I hereby let go and let in all the goodness and pleasures and miracles of life, so that I may be my best self for the well-being of all. And here's one of my new mantras. Ready? I let go of believing that I'm doing anything wrong. I let go of believing I'm doing anything wrong. And if I'm doing nothing wrong, then perhaps no one else is either. Someone would be. Now that doesn't mean that we don't make mistakes, it's just that those mistakes are written into the script of the quantum all of this. They told me last night, human life is like a ride at Disneyland on rails. Yeah, you have infinite choices in every moment. Well, feels like infinite. Drink the coffee or don't drink the coffee, right? Doesn't feel that infinite. But to really get, A Course in Miracles says it, we are birthless, deathless, guiltless, sinless, innocent children of God. Well, I like to say children of the gods because it just covers more. Instead of saying the Son of God or anything, it just covers everything. Which means we are souls, and we can't get this wrong. We can't get this wrong. What was that again? It's such a good one. Like, I'm still having trouble memorizing it, which is what tells me, it's like, yeah, Mark, you need to kind of work this one. Because there is resistance to it, right? It's like, well, what do you mean I can't do anything? I've done nothing wrong. What about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? And that's our pain speaking. Seriously, right? Oh, where the hell did it go? Of course, now I can't find it. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I let go of believing that I'm doing anything wrong. So I started doing that last night. 2 a.m. That's when they got me, usually. The sense of peace that came over me. Literally, a knot that was in my lower back undid itself while I was laying in bed, just saying it silently, right? With breath. So that's my service today. Yeah, I'm going to record videos, and yeah, I'm doing the soulmate reads, and the soulmate reads are fun this time. They always are. I will never do another twin flame reading again if I have anything to say about it, right? Nope, I'm an artist. I don't got to do that. I do not have to do that. But the real service that I can give right now, particularly when the moon's in Virgo on Sunday, the day of the sun, the day of Apollo, the day of vision and healing and prophecy and the arts and all that, let there be healed hearts on earth, and let it begin with me. Because I am at least willing to let go of believing that I'm doing anything wrong. Because from that place, the weight is lifted a little bit, and I can see a little bit clearer and feel a little bit deeper of what to do next, knowing that I'm guided. And really, if we're guided to that extent, we fuck up, we can just yell at our guides, right? What do they care? I don't think they have to pay, taxes. They're spirit guides. Well, who knows? Who knows? Maybe there is. Maybe it's like Defending Your Life. Any of you remember the movie? Albert Brooks, Meryl Streep, Defending Your Life, right? Maybe there is like a whole section. And a curfew. I doubt it. I'm not going to work for that. Anyway, I really thank you all so much for your love and support. Happy New Year. Blessed be. May all, by north and east and south and west, may your heart's desires manifest for the highest good and harming none. As I will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. I had coffee in my hand. I couldn't do the so mote it be, not with coffee in my hand. So, have at it, people. Heal yourself. Go cry your fucking eyes out if you need to. Oh, and just a little tip. Go sit in the shower. If you have a bathtub, great. But if not, just sit in the shower, turn on the water, cry your eyes out, boogers go right down the drain. So, I'm waiting. I'm going to be talking with Mal Flanders, I'm sure, at some point today. We're probably going to be discussing more podcasts and stuff like that. Mal's going to be coming to... Mal and... God, she's changed her magical name so many times. Winter Raven? No, that's not Winter Ravenwolf. Holy shit. Bridget. Her name's Bridget. I'm sorry, Bridge, if I just outed you. I can't remember her magical name right now because it's too much to remember. I'm bringing readers onto the Drawing the Circle Productions YouTube channel. They're going to record it where they are, send me the MP4, I'll do a little editing if needed, and putting it up on the channel. So if anybody is really interested, and I have to know you for a while, like someone fresh out of the gate that I've never met before is just not getting on my channel right away. But if you are interested, reach out to me, private message me, but put something like in there. It's like, I want to read for your channel or something like that. And then just start recording stuff and sending it to me so I can see how you work, right? Yeah. So there's a lot coming in 2021 that I'm wholly unaware of. Even the brilliant clairvoyant that I am, third eye cramp, I still have no ultimate idea what's coming down the pike. But what is it that I've said this for a lot of my life? I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm able, but I sure as hell am willing. Hmm? Yeah. This was a long one. I wasn't expecting it to be this long. I was just going to say fucking Happy New Year. Fucking Happy New Year. Thank you all so much for following along. Thank you so much for being part of this group as I posted on my... all of you can go, like, be my friend on Facebook if you're not here, right? If you're not in here, that's fine. Just add me as a friend. I don't care. Especially if I see if you're in this group, right? That's great. But do your thing today. You've given me so much hope that my work serves. 2 things to make a Virgo lose their shit, right? To just destroy us. Number 1, refold a roadmap incorrectly. We just twitch and pass out. Okay? Out. The other is take away our service. We don't know who we are. And that's not good. But torture is never a good thing, right? Except in some circles. And I don't draw those circles, thank you very much. But what I do draw together is really cool people. I always have. I'm a Dionysus archetype, always surrounded by my mad women, my maenads, right? In many different genders and forms. So thank you so much for your love and your support. Oh, and here's another thing. I am now monetized on YouTube, but I can only do paid YouTube. I'm now monetized on Facebook, but I can do paid events through the Drawing the Circle Productions Facebook page. Work. I figured it out. I had to send them a W-9. I did it. So I am going to be doing paid events, but I'm not going to be doing them in private groups anymore. I'm going to be doing them there. The gods pulled I'm not going to say the T word. The gods pulled an ace out of their back pocket and slammed it on the table, and it was the Ace of Pentacles, so I took the opportunity. So you'll hear about that too as we go. Out of the ashes. And if you remember anything about me, aside from my really good skin and my sense of humor, is that no one rises from the ashes quite like ANGELO Lyons Mel for short. And if you are worried and concerned about my new look, don't worry, ladies, it's still there. It's still there. I know, I freaked out the world yesterday. I even had hashtag keeping it under my hat. You would have thought people would have known that was what that meant. People were like, you didn't cut your hair, did you? I'm like, well, I trimmed it, people. So there's my, it's not a wig, this is my hair. I don't wear wigs. Anyway, so thank you. Have a great day. Heal yourself, love yourself. And let's see what the fuck happens next, right? Shake the dice and steal the rice. It's 2021. I love you. Thank you so much. I've said it 10,000 times because I really, really mean it. Thank you, thank you, thank you a million times. Thank you. Thank you for the gift of your friendship here on Facebook. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Right? And I just didn't invite everybody, right? Thank you. Wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this Virgo Moon Sunday, my darlings. My malcontents. Hell. Farewell, my darlings, and blessed, blessed be.